Good morning, potential signets and parents for September 2021. My name is Mr. McNaughton. I'm Deputy Head Teacher here at the Swan. I'm also a maths teacher, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about our exciting curriculum, because that's one of the things I lead on across the whole school. Now, there's three particular things I'd like to pick out about our curriculum that I want to talk about today. All our subject leaders will be talking to you about their specific areas. So if you're interested in, say, for example, English specifically or geography specifically, I suggest you give those a watch, and that will give you a lot more detail. But I wanted to talk a bit more about it as a whole. So the first thing I would say that's really, really special about our curriculum is how deliberate and carefully planned it is. Our teachers and leaders have spent a long time thinking really carefully about what particularly should be taught, and then how that is sequenced over time. How do we build that up across the 5 and 7 years the students are at the Swan, and then resourcing that ahead of time. Gone are the days that I remember at previous schools of Wednesday morning, what am I going to teach year 7 today? No, we're using that time incredibly effectively. We spent a lot of time thinking precisely what needs to be taught, why does it need to be taught, how's the best way to deliver it. So our curriculum is centrally planned ahead of time, with an incredible amount of care and thought, and that's the first thing that makes our curriculum special. The second thing that makes our curriculum special is we've made sure that it's based on the latest research. Now, the first thing to say about this is that means that if the research tells us that we're wrong, we're prepared to change our minds. We hold that opinion loosely, and we're willing to be convinced otherwise if different research comes to light. So at the moment, the research tells us that our curriculum should be knowledge rich. It should focus on accumulating that knowledge over time, that then makes it really flexible and able to be linked, and allows students in the long run to do things that are really exciting, like draw inference, make big comparisons, in history, compare one period of history to another really, really effectively. But in the short run, especially when they're novice learners in year 7, it means knowing lots and lots about certain periods of history. It also means doing lots of practice. It means the teachers delivering lots of content, modelling really, really clearly. And it means assessing really, really carefully and interleaving that. So that means kind of spacing out things and coming back to them over and over again. So our curriculum is really based on that research that we've spent a lot of time reading and evaluating and kind of drilling down into what it is that we want that's special for the Swan. The final thing, I think this is probably the most important one, is that our curriculum is really ambitious. Again, I can hark back to previous schools and schools I've visited where the year 7 curriculum is watered down. It's actually easier than what they did in year 6, and they spend a year twiddling their thumbs, particularly in subjects like maths. Our English curriculum kicks off with Beowulf. Maths year 7 is rich with algebra, often that's not met till year 9, year 10 at other schools. Our history curriculum is incredibly ambitious, as is all our curriculum. Science, geography, every subject. In music, they're expected to read music in year 7. We expect a lot from our signets who become Swans, and we expect a lot from them every single year, and that's going to push them on and allow them to achieve more than they ever believed possible. So those are the three kind of overarching things that are special about our curriculum across all subjects. I really do suggest you watch those specific subject videos, and I look forward to answering your questions on Virtual Open Evening. Thank you.